Now the national anthem
of Team
of Laos.
Afghanistan, and now the national anthem of Laos. That was the national anthem of Laos. Now it's time for us, of course, to move on to the action here. It's Afghanistan taking on Laos in this thrilling encounter, which, of course, would be, well, a game of pride for Laos, keeping in mind the fact that they've got no points. Turkmenistan currently have 3 points in the group. Philippines have 4, and Afghanistan are on 4 points. Afghanistan, of course, tied with the Philippines on goal difference and points. For Team Afghanistan, the starting lineup includes Mansoor Fakiri underneath the bar, Haroon Fakhruddin Amiri in defense, Faisal Sakizada in defense, along with the Jalaluddin Shariatyar in midfield. We've got Zamir Dawoodi, Mohammad Rafi, Faisal Shayeshte, Mustafa Zadzoy, Mohammad Yusuf, and Ahmed Hatifi in strike. We've got Sanjar Mohammad Ahmadi. Let's get down to the starting lineup for Laos. And, well, that's going to be a fairly strong one. Our main referee for today, Valentin Kovalenko of Uzbekistan. They're going to get through with the toss. Rafael Ilyasov of Uzbekistan and Ahmed Amiz of Maldives are the linesmen. Dmitry Mashentsev of Kyrgyzstan is the fourth official. Our respective captains, Amiri and Ketsada Suksavan. And that's the starting lineup for Team Laos. We get down to business straight away with Watana Kyeodong. Watana Kyeodongdet will be neat the bar. Ketsada Suksawan will be the captain. Vyangsawan Sayabun, Saison Kunsamnan, Konesavan Sihavong, Potihase Kochalen, Chufong Siong, Kamla Pinkyo, Kampeng Sayavuti, Tiny Pumale, and Susadakone Liapwise. That is the starting lineup for Laos. As far as we are concerned with the main officials, Valentin Kovalenko, one of the stars of Asia. The Uzbek referee has been, well, a man to watch on field. And it's into the action at the Hithadhoo Stadium, with Afghanistan kicking off proceedings in this game. It's going to be a fairly thrilling battle here, because if you look at the encounters that have been played out so far, well, there's a bit of a story to tell. Let's also remind you that it's been a fairly pleasant day here. Humidity, of course, has been a bit high, 72%, but temperature at about 28 to 29 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Don't think there might be a spot of rain, because it does rain in the latter part of the day. Was bucketing yesterday. for the game in which Myanmar and Kyrgyzstan played. Now, the Hithadhoo Stadium, which is right here in the heart of Hithadhoo city, went through a whole lot of renovations just for this tournament, and they've done an excellent job. And if you notice that there aren't any people sitting around, well, there is no seating on three sides of the stadium, but the fourth side, which is where the camera is currently and facing the opposite direction, that place is fairly full up. So we've got a fairly strong support system, or a decent crowd that's turned up for the game. Of course, the National Stadium is the one that really always gets practically full. Laos haven't done much. They started off their campaign with a 5-1 defeat at the hands of Turkmenistan and then fell 2-0 to the Philippines. As far as Afghanistan are concerned, they drew goalless with the Philippines and then came out on top of Turkmenistan with the 3-1 victory, with Amiri, Hatifi and Shaiste all hitting the target. So Afghanistan and Philippines are tied on goal difference as well as points in Group B. Both have 4 points in the bag out of that was following a victory and a draw respectively. But Afghanistan are ahead only on goals scored. They've scored one more goal than the Philippines have. Having said that, Turkmenistan, if they can pull off a win here today against the Philippines, they give themselves a fighting chance too of making it through to the semi-finals, or the last four. So it's going to be an interesting battle. Can Laos bring a surprise on Afghanistan? That's another big question. The Afghans taking it nice and easy. Mohammad Rafi. Set back by Putasay. It's now Bumalay. Samir Daudi will take the throne for Afghanistan. It's off to Jalaluddin Sharityar. Sharityar fans Faisal Sakizada. Mohammad Mashriki finding Haroon Fakhruddin. Oh, man to be called Amiri. Amiri trying to stretch that through.
Go!
Faisal Shaiste, wonder what he was doing. That's going to be a corner opportunity. A quick clearance there by Ketsara Suksavan. Mohammad Mashriki will be happy for earning that. And that's picked up safely. It's not a worry at all, because Vatana Kyo Duongdet has made sure that the area is safe behind. Samir Daudi. It's back to Samir. taking it fairly easy here. They haven't started off well on a very aggressive note, and neither have Afghanistan. Just get the feeling that Afghanistan will also be trying to conserve their energy. They've got a long journey ahead if they make it through to the next stage. Well, even if Laos win here, there's no chance that they will get through to the next stage, except that they could play spoil sport to Afghanistan. If Turkmenistan get the better of Philippines, Turkmenistan will join, well, either Afghanistan or Philippines in the next round. So anything can happen in a game of football, and that's what makes it so exciting. Sharitiar was looking for Shaiste. Back to Sharitiar. Been a while since Lao carried through an attack. Sisodakone trying to make a few inroads into the Afghan defense. Pretty well. Will play without any pressure and a free-flowing style of football. Well, that's what happens and how upsets are normally caused. Teams that have no way of qualifying for the next round, they normally finish off their campaign with a bang sometimes, because they play without any pressure or any expectation, and that's when teams normally play their best football. Of course, sticks and stones, some do play really well under pressure, but when you enjoy the game more, you're bound to come away with the victory rather than the defeat. So many times that you can enjoy the game under pressure, then it's all about focus and competition. Sakizada, substitutes captain. Amiri, turning it to Hatifi. Hatifi has shipped it off to Mashriki. It's now Mohamed Rafi. Seemed like a fairly decent opportunity here for Team Afghanistan. Omole went to Weng Sawan. We've got a player down, and it's Hatifi. Was the injury that bad? Well, he'll get the ice back, and probably the magic spray as well, depending on what kind of an injury it is. Always been fascinated by the magic spray. Remember that every magic trick in the world will never be successful if there's no pain involved. No pain, no gain. And before you feel that relief from a sprain or a cramp, it's like a hellfire in your foot or wherever that magic spray is sprayed. There's a good amount of salicylate in it. And some, of course, do contain oil of wintergreen, a bit of turpentine, menthol, all that mixed together, and your skin will come alive like nothing else. Been there, done that, enjoyed the magic spray at times. In terms of pain, of course, it makes the pain vanish, and that's one of the reasons why it's called the magic spray. For years, well, no one really figured it out as to what was in there, but the ingredients more or less were known, but why was it so effective? Well, it's actually not so much the content of the ingredients like methyl salicylate, but it's, like salicylate. What really is the key to these magic sprays is the amount of the ingredient used. It could be less of oil of wintergreen and menthol as compared to, well, another ingredient which might be just a little bit more. Some of them do have organic or herbal ingredients thrown in, which increase, well, the potency of the spray. No way through for Laos this time. As Konisawan is kept away. Tough to Amiri. Clear the danger for the time being. Saison Kunsamnan. We've got another player who just lay down. Was it the humidity or was it, well, a muscle cramp? We've got to get a view if that was at Hithadhoo. Fakiria checking on his teammate. And so is Kampeng Sayavuti. Well, it could be the humidity, it could be dehydration. And it is Hithadhoo. Remember, he was down just a while back. So there might be a change brought in for Hithadhoo. Well, that's what happened to him earlier. And it looks like he sprained his knee. Fairly bad. Well, we will have it checked up by the medics, and hopefully there'll be no big damage, and we might see Hithadhoo back on field. But it's the second time, well, in a matter of minutes, that he's actually called for help. It certainly looks like we've got a change coming on. Abbas and Alikil getting ready on the sidelines. So Hithadhoo is injured, and it looks like a bit of a knee worry for him. Amiri. Then we've got a change. Ahmed Arish Hithadhoo replaced by Abbas and Alikil. that's straight off into the Afghan defense area. Amiri takes the throw in. "20 minutes into the game, no change in the scoreline. Neither side has been able to produce a really spectacular effort. Straight back, and not a worry at all here for either goalkeeper as Afghanistan and Laos continue their battle. But a quick run that we're looking at from team Afghanistan. Mulder is able to clear the oncoming danger. And it was Kampeng Sayawuthi to the rescue. Now Lau trying to take this forward. Well, you've got a few words coming out from the players regarding the throw-in, distance of the shot, what the plan would be. Form ever since that SAF title win under him last year. That's the South Asian Football Federation Championship. This time it's stretched all the way across to the left. Will be picked up by Haroon. Haroon Fakhruddin Amiri centers it. It's straight back to Haroon Fakhruddin. He's got to decide which way it's got to go. We'll set it down to Mashriki. Mashriki. It's back to Amiri once again. Team Afghanistan yet trying to find a way through. Now Shaiste. Shaiste finds the gap. Shaiste closing in. Fairly good defense put up by Laos today. Pleasantly surprising, but it's worked well against the strong Afghan boys. Azadzoy. Back to Rafi. There goes Faisal Sakizada. That's put a bit too wide. Well, till now, most of the shots on goal have been disastrous, and so have, well, some of the efforts. Nothing really worthy to boast about. But remember what's at stake here today. It's a spot in the semi-finals that awaits in the AFC Challenge Cup, and then of course that will be followed by the finals itself, depending on which team come away with the title, and that team will seal their passage to Brazil 2014 real soon. Sent straight back by Wantana. Kyo Juangdet. Our defense has been a well-oiled machine here today. Well, at least for the first half hour, you can say that. Oh, lovely pass there. Absolutely lovely pass by Shaiste. A quick run back for Chu Fong Seong. Let's tell you a little bit about how the teams stand. We'll did run you through some of their results as well. But today, well, there is a lot at stake for both teams. Afghanistan, well, have made it to the group stage in the past twice, but have never made it through the knockout stage, or more importantly, even the fourth place game. It's straight back, and no worries at all for Watana. It's now squared off. Not squared off, but sent to Faisal Shaiste by Mohammad Darif. Well, a header straight back. They're still keeping it down. I have to say, all said and done, we've seen some thrilling encounters from both these sides on field, and this is the first time they played out a very, very drab first part of the game. It's been, well, almost like schoolboy football or a training session rather than even training sessions sometimes can be more intense. And that's just a tad bit worrying when you think about it. Knocked straight back this time by Konesawan. Picked up by Pontase. Here we go, it's back to Team Afghanistan. Shaiste knocks it down the right flank. Sharithyar will move it up. Got Sanjar Ahmadi, who hasn't had too much of time with the ball either. And he'll be looking to hit the target. Afghanistan still trying to take this forward. Well, that's close to the danger area. This could be the first shot. And yes, it is, but unable to hit the target. It's taken a good bit of time to finally get there. A bit of a dismal shot comes from Faisal Shaiste. It's an accuracy factor that lets him down here. We haven't had any real such warnings in the game so far. Let's also tell you a bit about the AFC Challenge Cup while we get through this game. Well, the AFC Challenge Cup, this is the fifth and final edition of the Challenge Cup. It was started off as part of the Vision Asia program to help developing football nations get polished. And also from 2008 onwards, the team that won would be included in the AFC Asian Cup, which is really tops in all Asian contests. Democratic People's Republic of Korea won it in 2010 and 12, which is why they were there at the 2011 Asian Cup. They'll be there at the 2015 Asian Cup as well. India won it in 2008. India too played in the 2011 AFC Asian Cup. Tajikistan, well, finished at the top of the heap in 2006. Runners-up 2008. Third finish in 2010. Good work being done by Faisal. Saki Sada decides to move up. He's got it off to Sharithyar. Well, that's a long delivery in, and that could have been a goal. Or I should say, that is a well-taken shot. Lobbed that over nice and easy. Did get a hand. Well, to the ball. And it's going to be a goal kick. Well, that's what the linesman was telling him. But fantastic effort. 10 on 10 for that. Watanawa. Kyo Duang Death, of course, did have it covered. It's going to be a free kick. Saision Kunsenman takes it. Or did I say it's a free kick role? It's going to be an opportunity there for Team Lao. Had really a very small share of the efforts of goal, of possession itself. It will be a corner. Amiri doing his best to retrieve the ball. That struck fairly well. It's past the left post, so not a worry here for Team Lao. And it's Faisal Sakizada who got ahead to it. Well, Lao is the only team in the entire competition out of the 8 teams who have yet to get or yet to pick up their first point in the tournament. All it needed was a connect, but Azad Zoy wasn't, well, going to be able to knock that Shayeste delivery in. Lovely delivery from Faisal Shayeste. Well, worked his way around. Puts that up in the air, but that setup, well, was a bit tough for Mustafa Azad Zoy to connect with. Few of the Afghanistan players do play on foreign shows. Mansour Fakiriar, the goalkeeper, is the main keeper for VfB Oldenburg in the Bundesliga in Germany. Sohib Islam Amiri, better known to us as Harun Fakhruddin, the captain, plays for Dempo Sporting Club. They are giants in India's I-League. Faisal Sakizada, age 23, plays for Dandenong Thunder in Melbourne in Australia. Zamir Daudi plays for TGM SV Shugashaim. Ahmed Rafi Baraksai plays for Tufan Hari Road. Mustafa Azad Zoy plays for TB Ufusin, which is also in Germany. We'll get down to more of the players in just a bit. Faisal Shayeste plays for Songkhla United, he's 22. 26-year-old Mohammad Mashriqi plays for Bhawanipur in India. Sanjar Ahmadi spent most of his time playing on foreign shows. Is a TUS Dassendorf star, also 22 years old. Jalaluddin Sharithyar, one of the senior members of the team, 31 now, plays for FC Schweinfurt. There's a bit of a altercation there on the sidelines. Definitely a collision. Mustafa Azad Zoy got brought down, and he wasn't too happy with Kamla Pinker's foot for being responsible for that. Slipping and sliding, and this time, well, Lao do get the benefit of the doubt, with Susadakone Liepvise being brought down. Team Laos, can they score against the run of play, bring a surprise on the Afghans here before we get into the break? Would that be a part of the plan, or are both teams going to leave the outcome of this game to the next 45 minutes on the other side, well, of half-time?
There will be 2 minutes of added time.
Fakir sends the ball back to Sharithiyar. Amiri, back to Azad Zoy. Shayishte. Well, that's what you call an inspired run. Stretching it all the way through was Sanjar Ahmadi. That slipped to the left flank by Saison Kunsanman. Well, it's almost seemed like a schoolboy practice, and there's definitely going to be words said by the respective coaches. Eric Rutmolo for Afghanistan and Norio Sukitake for Team Laos. I'll take it from you. Thank you very much, says the goalkeeper. Watana Kyo Tuangdet. And referee Valentin Kovalenko also glancing at the watch. And he blows the whistle. It's half-time here at the Hithadhoo Stadium in Hithadhoo City, where Afghanistan and Laos play out a goalless stalemate in the first period. Haven't been too many shots on goal, and the action down to a bare minimum. But we are expecting an exciting second period and no rain showers at that time. So half-time scores: Afghanistan 0, Laos 0. Join us for second half action to find out which of these two sides will claim maximum points, and will Afghanistan make it through to their first semi-finals appearance. Welcome back to second half action at the Hithadhoo Stadium in beautiful Hithadhoo, where Afghanistan and Laos resume their day 3 battle in the group stage of the 2014 AFC Challenge Cup. This is a Group B encounter, where currently at the top of the group sit Afghanistan and Philippines, are tied on points and goal difference, which is +2 goal difference, and points, of course, for respectively Turkmenistan, a close third with 3 points. Laos have not picked up a single point in the game, and they are the ones to start off the second half action. So in this tournament, they're the only nation out of 8 nations that hasn't picked up a single point. It was a very, very slow first half, with Afghanistan and Laos not being able to hit the target. And as we can see, the second half, of course, has started off in a rather speedy manner. Wonder whether they can carry this momentum through. It's a quick pass now from Hithadhoo, knocking that one in front. Konesawan. Well, close call actually for the Afghan defense, and that one is put past the left post. Not a worry here for Team Afghanistan, but it's Susadakone, well, taking his chances here. Wonder whether Afghanistan will go in, well, for the big one, and by that I mean for the win. What would be the right thing to do in all probability. Well, could be a spot of trouble here now. Slight hesitation there. And well done by the Lao defense to hold the Afghans at bay. Well, it's not something that we see every day, and that's a good move from Koni Savan. The team of Afghanistan definitely looking for, well, the strike here. Unintentional defense, but it works well. He had Tiny Bumale and Kampeng Sayawuti right in the way. Will be picked up safely by Watana. Sharithiyar. Oh, that's a very hefty delivery and a powerful shot that found Mustafa Zadzoy. It's off now to Zamir Daudi. Abbasin Alikil. Well, who did come in for the injured Hatifi. He's been fairly active too. It's Ahmadi now. Sanjar Ahmadi sends it back to Samir Daudi. Faisal Sakizada. Ahmadi. Well, trying to provide, but Azad Zoy will not be able to do much with that. And Mashriki misses out totally. It's taken away now by Kone Sawan. Kone Sawan slipping it down the left flank. Well, holding on to possession for a while was Kampeng. And it looks like Kampeng's going to put caution. Now quickly, Kamla Pinkyo. It's back to Pinkyo. Faisal Shaiste. Amiri. Lovely one-touch pass back to Amiri. He's taking that one through. A bit of damage control being done right there at the end by Watana. Well, had his defenders to back him up, but that could have been an own goal as well. Watana Keo Duang Det, 18 years old. Born in 1996, he plays for Lao Toyota. Most of the lads on field very young. Let's tell you about the rest of them. Ketsada Suksavan, the captain, 21 years old, plays for Thai Honda in the Thai Premier League. Wiangsawan Sayabun, 24, plays for Lao Army. Saichon Kunsamnam, 21, Lao Police Club. Konesawan Sihawong, 19 years old, plays for Lao Police Club. Kamla Pinkios, 23, also plays for Lao Police Club. And Kampeng Sayavuti, one of the senior players, is 27. He plays for Ang Thong in Thailand. Touch to the right flank very quickly by Sissy the Kone. Asad Zoy will knock it away. Quick defensive work being done here to keep Sanjar Ahmadi at bay. It's off to Sharad here. Oh, he's working the grind there. Faisal Shaiste. Amiri with the delivery, knocked away easily by Tiny Bumalay. Well, as I said earlier, it's been a speedy second half. The ball changing will feed rather quickly. It's Azad Zoy. Well, he's going to take that shot and it will be saved. Shaiste kept at bay by Watana Kyo Duang Det. Faisal Shaiste backing on the pace, and well, this is one of the great characteristics of a team that is well prepped for the occasion. They started off, well, the game in a very, very easy manner. But the fact that you can switch gears and change the pace and attack, well, it just goes to show that you do have the firepower in your arsenal, and that's what will count when you play some of the big teams. The Dolphin mascot, but right on the side. Big pass back from Tiny Bumalay. Now Kamala Pinkio. Calling for Putasei. Saichon. Now off to Wiangsawan. Back to Tiny Bumalay. Tiny will send it across to Kamala Pinkio. The ball's been put out of line after all that hard work being done by the Lao midfielders. Well, the other games being played between Philippines and Turkmenistan, that was goalless at halftime. Let's also tell you that got a few bits and bobs on the team. Let's start with telling you about the Laos national football team. Afghanistan still proving to be a threat here. Hithadhoo slipped it back to Ahmadi. Sanjar Ahmadi. Well, we'll find Zamir Dawdi. Trying to push that ahead. It's Rafi. Well, that was a sneaky one, but saved by Watana. The Lions of Khorasan, well, they've been trying to break through the Laos shackles right behind. Well, let's tell you a little bit about the Laos national football team. They've never qualified for the AFC Asian Cup or the FIFA World Cup. They're known as Tim Tzad, which means the national team. And their ranking is 174 in the world. They're down 2 spots. Their main star, Visay Papuwanin, is not playing, which of course makes a huge difference to the national squad. Some of the players, of course, who do make the difference here. One of them is the captain, Ketsara Suksavan. He plays for SHB Champasak. Has also played for Lao Army FC, Ezra FC and Nong Khai. Was a star in the Lao under-23 team, and now, of course, 31 appearances with 1 goal for Lao since 2008. Another big player who's on the bench today is Sempachan Bhontisan. And I do stand corrected. Well, Bhontisan, well, it's on the bench for a reason. They wanted to put Watana up there because off late his reflexes in the league have been a lot better. Just a few rushes to relive moments of this game. We've crossed the hour mark. The big star, of course, was expected to make the difference here today is Kampeng Sayavuti. The striker. He plays in the top division of the Lao Football League, playing for Ang Thong. He used to play for Kongkain and Yota FC before that. Kongkain, of course, was in the Thai Division 1 League. Ang Thong is also in the Thai League. No way through for Afghanistan here. It's been a bit of a rush here from Mustafa Hithadhoo. Let's get a view of what transpired there. That long delivery, responsible for it. Hithadhoo closing in. Ahmadi misses out. And it's past the left post, so not a worry. That ball could have sneaked in, though. Excellent delivery, I should say. Now, Kampeng Sayavuti was just talking about him and had to give him a mention because what's really important is that in Laos' first ever game of the 2014 AFC Challenge Cup, and that's when they lost to Turkmenistan, Sayavuti scored the opening goal with a superb bicycle kick to give his country the lead. Turkmenistan came back later to win 5-1. We've also got a change on field. It's Sukapone Wongchiengkam replacing Wengsawan Sayabun. Sayavuti. Now picked up by Susadakone. It's off to Bumalay. Lao holding on. They're very eager to prove that they're no pushovers here. Takes the shot. Knows he was going to be ambushed by 4 men in red. It's past the left post, but Sukapone, fresh pair of feet, always make the difference. That's what Norio Sukitake would definitely believe. And that's got to be really dismal here. Getting tangled up all there. It's Amiri. We've got to get a look at that replay, that corner taken. Well, Amiri rises high. It's one of his trademark moves. Doesn't hit the target with the ball, but he slaps into it. Well, most of the goals that he has scored, Zohib Islam Amiri, have been with a header. And it's at the end of a corner. He's really good at that. Now, unfortunately today, that's not worked out too well. So Amiri slamming into the net himself. And we've got a new lad on field. It's Mustafa Zazai. So Zazai has come off the bench. And Zazai replaces Mohammad Rafi. Mohammad Rafi Faiz Mohammed, that's his full name. Mohammad Rafi was also the name of a very famous singer in Indian films, in Bollywood films. A man who was versatile enough to do a quick song, a ballad, or a really, really mournful tearjerker of a tune, and with equal finesse. So, Sanjar Ahmadi. So Lao really trying to, well, salvage a bit of pride here. If they can pick up their first point in the tournament to at least come away with a win, it certainly puts them in good stead in terms of pride for the squad. 70 minutes into the game, there's no change in the scoreline as yet, with both teams doing their level best to hit the target, but it's been Afghanistan who've had a lion's share of the movement on field. Well, if you're trying to figure out what all the giggling and the laughing is about, well, we've got that mascot right behind. And Well, he's definitely a funny bunny, there's no doubt about that. Been keeping the children entertained, and it's right near where the audio, well, mics out the sideline, so children enjoying the game as well as the entertainment on the sidelines. Well, it's not entertaining for the lads on field. They've had a fairly rough day, and Laos' performance has been fairly impressive. Well, to tell you a bit about the teams, about Laos, let's tell you a bit about Afghanistan. Well, out of their, many of their players do play on foreign shows. Mansoor Fakiriar, the goalkeeper, who's really a class apart, has played for VfB Oldenburg in Germany for most of his career. Sohaib Islam Amiri, better known to us as Haroon Fakhruddin, the captain, plays for Dempo SC in the I-League in India. Faisal Sakizada plays for Dandenong Thunder SC in Melbourne. Zamir Daudi plays for TJM SV Jugesheim in the Bundesliga. Mohammad Rafi Barakzai plays for Tufan Hari Rod. That's in Afghanistan. Mustafa Azad Zoy, who's just 21, plays for TB Upusin, also in Germany. Faisal Shayeste plays for Songkhla United in Thailand. Mohammad Mashriki plays for Bhawanipur in India. Sanjar Ahmadi plays for TUS Dassendorf. Jalaluddin Sharif Thirar plays for FC Schweinfurt 05 in Germany. And Ahmed Hatifi, who's off the field now, plays for Mumbai. Now, let's tell you a bit about Sanjar Ahmadi, and he, well, pretty much, well, defines what some of these players are. Some who've moved abroad when they were just babies, and some of them, of course, who've been born on foreign shows. Sanjar Ahmadi was born in Kabul and with his family moved to Germany. He now lives in Hamburg. He's a citizen of Germany, or he's got dual citizenship probably. He was 7 years old when he started playing football, but he plays for both club and country on the international level. Has played for SC Virund Marshland from 2011 to 2013, joined Mumbai in 2013. For Afghanistan, he scored 8 goals in 18 games since 2011. He was also one of the main reasons why Afghanistan won the SAF Championship. He scored the winning goal against the Indian national football team to earn his country their first ever FIFA tournament. He also scored in the semi-finals of that very tournament. So he's quite a star in his own right. Sanjar Ahmadi, he's not really that old. He's just 22 years old. And there's talk, of course, that he's moved back to TUS Dassendorf. So it's been an interesting ride for Sanjar Ahmadi. A word there from Valentin Kovalenko to Saison Kunsamnan, was not too happy about his teammate being brought down, Kamala Pinkio. Samir Dot. Straight off the Lao defense. Just trying to figure out if Lao had worked their defense, but pretty much the same way as they've done today. It would have been an entirely different end to the game against Turkmenistan. And it's Sukapon Wongchenkum, guilty of tackling Mohammad Yusuf Mashriki. Time is of the essence in this game, and it hasn't been, well, the best of the encounters we've seen in this tournament. It's another wild shot this time. Comes from the boot of Amiri. The captain wants to score. Seng Dao Intilat comes in for Kamla Pinkio. Pinkio, of course, was injured just now. So Sengdao Intilat has replaced Kamla Pinkio. Basin Olekil slipping it back to Faisal Sakizada. Sakizada to Sharitiar. Sharitiar to Azad Zoid. Back to Sharitiar. Sharitiar will send that ball towards the centre. And quick work being done there by Zazai. Mustafa Zazai. But what's he going to do? Looking for the solo run. And there's still a chance here. That's a decent delivery. And missing out on that connect was Sanjar Ahmadi. Let's squash it there, young man, says Rafael Ilyasov, the linesman. It was a foul on your part. I saw you push him over, and let's get the free kick done with. Norio Sukitate, well, will be a surprised man. He's seen his team really perform well here today. Had to give Mansoor Fakiriar a mention too. Made his debut for the Afghanistan national football team in 2011. Zazai slips it to Azad Zoi. Ahmadi. Ahmadi. Back to Samir Daudi. Mashriki knocks that in. Azad Zoi fails to hold on. Quick work being done there by Shayeste. Got another player down, and it's Saison Kunsamnan. Well, Kunsamnan did get a left arm there from Amiri. That is actually a foul. Not really needed. Haroon Fakhruddin with the foul. Very clearly an elbow into the face. Well, just to look back at Mansoor Fakiriar, was talking about him, made his debut for the Afghanistan national football team in a 3-0 win over Bhutan. In 2011, he'd collected 5 caps overall, was voted best player of the SAF tournament in 2013 for his goalkeeping efforts. Played for FC Union 60 Bremen from 2005 to 2006. That was his foray into football. Moved on to FC Obernuland, then Goslar SC, and finally in 2009 he joined VfB Oldenburg. Has made over 150 appearances for Oldenburg since then. For Afghanistan, he's made 17 plus appearances. 18 minutes into the game, we will have a bit of added time thrown in for stoppages. We've had a few injuries on ground. Well, it was the odd bit was that, well, that could have been a very sneaky goal, but picked up well. Watana Kyo Duang Det has earned his wages here today. Well, as I said earlier, that could have been a very sneaky goal. That throw in. Sanjar Ahmadi with the header. That was picked up. Well, the only two squads that haven't allowed a goal in as yet, well, till today, were Palestine. Ramzi Saleh, their keeper, has kept a clean sheet through the entire tournament. That's through all 3 games. So 3 clean sheets as far as Afghanistan are concerned. Well, there was that single goal which Hithadhoo from Turkmenistan scored against them, and that changed, well, sadistic for Mansoor Fakiriyar.
Substitution for Laos, jersey number 6, Sechon, replaced by jersey number 3, Kampon.
Kampon Hanavile replaces Saison Kunsamnan, who was just injured. That's another delivery in. Well, I'd say a good effort to glance that in, but Emily puts it past the left post. And a caution being shown to Watana Kyotuangdet. Well, the ball's supposed to leave the keeper 6 seconds after he gets it, so Watana Kyotuangdet picking up a yellow card.
Komm wieder. Go. Yes, go. Okay, next. Next one. Yes.
Seid mit 5 gegen 2. Ja, 5 gegen 2. Und ihr schafft es nicht, den Ball zu erobern. 5 gegen 2. Guck nur zu.
Well, a few instructions being handed out. You can hear the coaches. That's pretty much that time of the game when we're heading towards the finish. Good work being done by Tiny Bumale. It's now Susa Dakone. The team of Afghanistan pretty much have dominated possession in the second period and dominated attack as well. It's been terrific defense from Lao. Getting tangled up there with the back of the net.
Substitution for Afghanistan, jersey number 11, Sanjar Rahman, replaced by jersey number 9, Arezo.
So Bilal Arzu comes in for Sanjar Ahmadi. Shaiste. Well, that's a quick run. Could be a spot of trouble here for Afghanistan. Sukapone. Boy, did he have them in a fix there for a bit. Well, that's what you're looking for. Sukapone, Wong Chien Kum. Well, pouncing on that opportunity, but it didn't take the Afghans long to bolster their defense lines. Well, you have to say, why wasn't he brought on early in the game by Norio Sukitake? Would have made such a difference. Well, that's what they've needed, a finisher and someone who's really got a bit of pizzazz there. Well, this time it's Bilal Arzu with a challenge on Sengdao Intilat. We're about to hit the 90. We will have a bit of added time, as I said, thrown in for stoppages. Tanjar Ahmadi. I would have thought he's crying. He's holding ice well under his left eye. Mashriki finds Abbasin. 5 minutes of added time. That's what we've got in this game. 5 minutes of added time. We have hit the 90 here. Shayeste slips it back to Abbasin. Abbasin to Mashriki. It's now Amiri. Amiri finds a gap there for Arzu. That's knocked away safely by the Lao defense. Will be intercepted by Kunisawan. Kunisawan takes control once again. Kunisawan, a lovely back pass there from Sukapone. Wong Chien Kum not willing to surrender possession easily. Sukapone, Wong Chien Kum used to play for Krabi in the Thai Division 1 League. Well, that's where he rose to popularity, scoring about 9 goals in 26 games. Now plays for Pitsanulok. Started his career playing for Ezra FC. For Lao, he scored 6 goals in 21 games since 2010. Well, the top scorer for Lao, of course, remains Visai Papuanin, who started playing for Lao in 2002 and has made 51 appearances, scoring 18 goals. But players like Sukapone, Wong Chien Kum, well, come a close second in terms of experience. Kampeng Sayawuthi is another player, of course, who's been able to hit the target a couple of times over for Lao. Sent back by Zamir Daudi to Abbasin. Abbasin will receive it once again. That's a nifty pass to Shayeste. Faisal Shayeste with the delivery. Picked up safely by Watana, even as Bilal Arzu was rising high to take it. So the Lao goalkeeper, well, beating the Afghan striker to it. Down the centre to Abbasin. Knocked up in the air. Was looking for a way through for certain. Throw and taken by Hithadhoo. Finds Mashriki. Well, just to keep you in the loop currently, the Philippines lead 2-0 in their game against Turkmenistan. Afghanistan not willing to, well, concede a goal, and they're definitely not willing to surrender possession either. Well, what a chance here for a goal, but the Lao defense holding really strong. Full time, you're at the Hithadhoo Stadium in Hithadhoo as Afghanistan and Laos finish off with a goalless stalemate, but it's a point each in the bag. Redemption for Laos, who pick up their first point in the tournament, so they don't go home empty-handed. As far as Afghanistan is concerned, well, Philippines currently lead Turkmenistan 2-0 in their game, so Philippines do finish off with that win. Philippines and Afghanistan will go through to the semi-finals. So Afghanistan have qualified for their first ever semi-finals in the AFC Challenge Cup, and Palestine will take